Hello, everyone, and buongiorno tutti. This is Rabbi Barbara Aiello here, and it is Saturday evening, March 14th, 2020. Welcome to today's edition of Straight from Serrastretta, my Italian mountain village deep in the toe of the boot in the region of Calabria, where we are feeling the effects of Italy's nationwide lockdown. To update our listeners, well, for several weeks now, the industrial north of Italy has been isolated in what's been called the red zone. That's where the majority of the coronavirus cases and deaths have occurred. The region is called Lombardia, and it has been hardest hit. It is the area in and around Milan where medical services and structure are applauded as some of the very best in the entire country. And even they are overwhelmed. Doesn't bode well for us here in the South should the virus make a strong appearance here. Milan, of course, is Italy's business and financial hub, so after the human suffering, the economic suffering is great as well. So what's happened? Well, several days ago, when a region-wide lockdown in Lombardia was about to be announced, word got out. 24 hours prior to the lockdown, Italians in the north began fleeing to the south. Hundreds, if not thousands, of Italians boarded crowded trains and buses to escape the northern lockdown. And they arrived here in what we call the ankle, the instep, the heel, and the toe of the Italian boot. An interesting phenomenon, especially since we southern Italians, especially we Calabresi, are often, I like to call us the Cinderella of Italy, treated horribly by our mean stepsisters to the north. In years past, and sometimes even today, we Calabresi are laughed at, made fun of, called nasty names, including the nastiest of all, Terrone, which derives from the concept of big, dumb peasant. And now, given the crisis, Calabria seems to be the place to be. We seem to be the region of maximum safety. Well, back to the government and their ill-timed announcement. Realizing what they had done, meaning they had unleashed a mass exodus by announcing the northern lockdown before actually implementing it, ay mama, the government officials quickly locked down the entire country to the great relief of those of us who live in the relative natural isolation of the mountains, what we call the Reventino of southern Italy. So, today is day 4 of the Italy-wide lockdown. What's it like? Well, schools are closed until, who knows? Some said at first March 16th, but now people are saying the end of March, while others are saying just wait and see, vediamo. If there's no diminishing in the reported virus cases, school will be closed maybe till after Pasqua, Easter, which this year falls on April 12th. So stay tuned and we will keep you posted. All gatherings are prohibited and only essential employment is permitted. How's it being enforced? Well, I walked into the piazza the other day to pick up some supplies from one store, one of the 2 stores that remain opened, a small but full-service grocery and market, and noticed the 4 carabinieri, Italy's version of the state police. They were stopping and questioning every automobile that passed by. The police asked about the driver's travel plans, where and why, and pulled drivers over if they found their response to be questionable. The edicola is open too, the newsstand where I get my morning paper, but the coffee bars, the social lifeblood of Italian villages, they are closed, as are hair salons, garden stores especially, a very important business and part of something very important to our rural and agricultural community. But for me, the social cost is a greater loss than not having my morning espresso. Not for nothing does the world call us Italians the warmest, most friendly people on the planet. We hug, We kiss on both cheeks, then we take 20 minutes to say goodbye. We pat each other on the shoulder and we take each other's hands. Standing 3 feet apart, as we are required to do now, is entirely uncharacteristic for us, and I suspect that in the long run there will be an emotional toll for keeping our distance. But for now, we are coping. Last year, we canned dozens of jars of tomato sauce. We prepared mountains of marmalade. We preserved our olives, and we made olive oil. I think that we Calabresi are some of the most self-sufficient of all of our Italian paesini, and even if we can't kiss, we can cope. This is Rabbi Barbara Aiello, and it is Saturday evening, March 14th. We are broadcasting to you straight from Serrastretta in Calabria, Italy. Ciao for now.